All right, ready to go. Women's basketball. We are lined up here and on the floor here between the Bulldogs and the Colonels. High energy after game number 1 between the men's of Wilkes and Desales. Gabby Giordano and gets it to Smicherko, and she comes up short on that one. So we'll go back the other way to the Bulldogs and ripping the rebound and going up and in is going to be number 3, Avery Jordan out of North Schuylkill High School. Well, of course, North Schuylkill produced some great athletes over their time, that's for sure. All different sports, but basketball has been pretty darn good to them. Other way for Wilkes. And no go. Go back to action here as Desales will bring the ball up, get it over to the corner. They'll work it around, leading by 2. Shot is off the mark, and they'll go down the other way. Colonels now with their half-court set. Giordano will have the basketball. Colonels still moving the ball around. Castor over to Giordano. 11 seconds on the clock, and we're going to get a foul. Giordano will head over to the free throw line. And now we got our live stats up and working here. So Bermelin, Caruso, Shinkus, Jordan, and Walsh are the starters. For Desales, it's Kelly, Smicherko, Smith, Castor, and Giordano, the starters for the Colonels. 2-2, we're tied up. And it will be Desales bringing it down. Jordan out of North Schuylkill has it. Bermelin out of Honesdale. And Walsh out of Dunmore and / Scranton Prep. So a lot of starters from northeastern Pennsylvania. Of course, Shinkus out of North Schuylkill as well. So Shinkus is a nursing major. Walsh a communication major. Jordan, a nursing major. The 2 North Schuylkill girls want to be nurses as they get older. And Bermelin out of Honesdale drives to the rack. 4-2 is the score. Colonels score. So Kelly scores on that. It is 5-4 here, the Colonels. Outside shot off the mark, but a rebound for Desales, and they move it back around. Caruso, and then Jordan takes it inside. Colonels are going to hustle it, but so does the Bulldogs. So the Bulldogs maintain possession. 7:09 here in the first quarter. They inbound right now. So Kendra Smith out of Hughesville, part of that starting lineup as a freshman. Castor a senior, Giordano a senior, Smicherko the sophomore, and Kelly a sophomore. Here comes Smicherko. Kendra Smith now with the basketball. To Gab Giordano in the corner, Maddie Kelly. Kelly for 3. Just long. And up and stuffed, and Giordano gets her hand in that. And finally a foul called. Who's it going to be on? Going to be against Giordano. And not believing that is going to be lots of Colonels. Smith will come in. So 2 fouls. They call that on Smith. So Kendra Smith gets called with her second foul. And into the ball game will be Alyssa Alfano out of Holy Cross. They pound it inside, and up and in goes Bermelin. Make that Samantha Shinkus will score that one. And now we're going to get a travel on the Colonels. .6:15 on the clock, 6-5, Desales leads. Moving the ball around, getting it over to the corner. Desales stop and a pop, and it goes. Bermelin on that one. Smacherko the other way. Tries to get a little space. Alfano. Back to Giordano. Back in Kelly's hands from Castor. Alfano gets stuffed. Colonels shoot, Colonels miss. .85. Giordano to Castor. Now they dribble around. Giordano gets it back. Off of Alyssa Alfano. Giordano takes a shot. Bodied up, but no foul call. And Stuffins over there by Castor. No, it's Smacherko credited with the Stuffins. So Kendra Smith has 2 fouls. And now we get Desales in their half-court set, leading 8-5 over the Colonels. Fast-paced Desales team. Walsh tries down low. She misses. And it'll be coming the other way. Alyssa Alfano. She's going to get fouled down there. And that foul will go against number 3, Jordan. .452 on the clock. Giordano from long range. No go. And now coming down, Bermelin gets tied up underneath. Outside shot there, no go. And Kelly rips the rebound. Battling Kelly. Maddie Kelly, they call her. Giordano now with the basketball. Giordano heading down. Giordano switches it up. Castor for 3. Not in her range, and Alfano comes up with the rebound. Now back over to Maddie Kelly. Castor. Now Smacherko, now stripped away. The Bulldogs coming down court, and Giordano tries to come up with it. She is going to be fouled now. So the foul will go against Shinkus, number 25. Timeout on the floor. We'll take an audio timeout, and we'll be back here on the Job and Dola Show with the Colonels Radio Network. We're back to live action. Colonels turn it over, coming the other way. It's Bermel and just misses that. And then a battle underneath, and it will be Bulldog basketball. All right, Colonels come down. They are trailing 10-5 here to the Bulldogs. Maddie Kelly has the basketball. Maddie Kelly going to drive in. Maddie Kelly gets stripped by Walsh, and back come the Bulldogs the other way. Coming in, it's Jordan. No go there. So the Colonels now have the basketball back. 3 minutes in the first quarter. Roberts is in now for the Colonels. Get it over to Gabby Giordano. Back to Alyssa Alfano. Alfano over to Giordano. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Giordano for three. Nails it. 10-8 the score. 2:40 on the clock. Coach Machako yelling out some stuff to her team. Try to get in position here. The three by the Bulldogs, no good. They kick it back out, and then they kick it over. And Wilkes trying to be a little more competitive here. Some of the bench getting into it a little bit here for the Colonels as well. 2:11 on the clock. Fake there. 12 on the shot clock. They go up, miss that one, and then it's a rebound. So it will be Wilkes basketball. So Jansko is called on that. All right, here comes Roberts down court, gets it over to the corner to Smacherko. Gab Giordano now has the basketball. Giordano has it stolen as she tried to get it to Alyssa Alfano. That shot up and in. It goes by Shinkus. Timeout on the floor. 12-8, 1:45 to go in quarter number one. We'll be back here in the John Mendola Show and the Wilkes University Radio Network. We're back to live action. White Cabbage checks in now for the Colonels. It'll be Wilkes University basketball. Trailing by 4, Roberts will bring up the ball. Tolley plays underneath, has pretty good ball control. Cabbage gets it to Roberts. Should have been a walk there. She stuttered. Roberts tries to go up, doesn't draw any contact. And now Wilkes will be on the defensive end as the Bulldogs are in transition and they connect. So a quick play by Shinkus gets it to go. And now Alfano the other way with 1:16 on the clock. Roberts now with the basketball. 1:08 on the clock. 14-8 is the score. Wilkes trails by 6. It goes out of bounds. It'll remain Colonel basketball. Fred Richter not happy with that, but when you're a veteran coach, you've seen a lot of those basketballs go out of bounds in the past. One minute on the clock. Now here comes Wilkes with 5 seconds on the shot clock. Giordano, way off. And the clock will go out as White Cabbage tried to get that one. The Colonel's trying to remain optimistic here, trailing by a half dozen. Here in the Dog Pound at Center Valley, Pennsylvania. Desales University is the setting. Gorgeous, gorgeous campus here at Desales. Shot long, rebound, Colonels, Giordano, 29 seconds on the clock. So the clock is synced up. White Cabbage for three, wide open, misses the shot. 20 seconds on the clock, and now the Bulldogs will try for one, but Alfano gets a quick steal. So great play by Elizabeth Alfano. And now the Colonels maybe will try for the final shot with 8 seconds to go. Kick it outside Roberts. Alfano, 4 seconds on the clock. White Cabbage tries to throw it up. She gets stuffings. And that'll be the way the first quarter ends. 14-8 the score. Colonels trail. We'll be back here on the John Mendola Show YouTube channel of the Wilkes University Colonel Radio Network. Back to live action here, quarter number 2. So the Bulldogs get a quick basket by Jansko, and they lead 16-8, and now they'll get over to the free throw line. So Rittenhouse will take her free throws here for the Bulldogs. By the Rittenhouse out of Mifflin County, McVeigh Town, a nursing major. Roberts is out, Alfano is out. So we got Kelly, White Cabbage, Giordano, Castor, and Kendra Smith in the ball game. Miss shot. White Cabbage is guarded closely there and then gets it to Gab Giordano. Back over to White Cabbage. White Cabbage now to Kelly. Kelly looking around at the 8:59 mark, and now they pound it inside. And that one by Castor is no good. So 17-8 is the score. And now we're going to get a timeout by Desales. I want to thank our friends at McCarthy Tire Service, our Carol and Janelle and Frank's Rural Catch State Farm. We'll be back. We're back to live action. Bulldogs on the miss and a foul. Is going to go against number 24, Jansko. So her first foul. So the Colonels now trail by 9. Castor will bring the ball up. So Colonels have decided to let the bigger people bring it up. And the others are kind of going to sit around and hang out a little bit. The Colonels do get it down court. Then we're going to get a foul right now. So a low output of fouls here. Always a good thing. 5 on Desales on the evening, and the Colonels have 3. Castor stripped over there, goes out of bounds, and they're going to say it's offer. Colonels can't believe that. And Desales will bring the basketball down here in the second quarter early. Shot from the corner, and it goes. That was a bomb from way downtown for Desales by number 42, Julia Trito. Maddie Kelly stripped down the other end on a layup, and the Bulldogs just look awfully fast. Short shot there from Trito and a rebound. They say it hits the back of the twine there. And it'll be Colonel basketball at the 7:37 mark, trailing by 12. So they'll keep it here, the Bulldogs, and now we're going to get a foul. Illegal screen by number 24. So that is going to go against Jansko. Her second, team third. Colonel still moving that basketball around. White Cabbage. Kelly, top of the key. Giordano's going to give her a pick. Kelly from long distance. And banks her open. Banks in the 3. 20-11. That's one way to get back into it, is you get a banker in there. Walsh on the other end just throws it up. Didn't make it. White Cabbage for 3, no go. Now it comes down the other way for Desales. They pound it on the inside. Then they kick it back out. And Walsh hits that one from the outside. 6:43 on the clock, 22-11 is the score. It is Desales here in the dog pound defeating Wilkes thus far. And 2 bodies hit pretty hard down there under the bucket. And both girls are okay. They're going to call a foul down low. And it's going to go against Desales. Roberts is in. And we'll bring in number 12, Kayla Aferio, for the Wilkes University Colonels. Here comes the Bulldogs down court. Jordan with an extra step and got it to go. 24-11. Smacherko to Roberts. Roberts will bring the basketball down at the 6:17 mark for the Colonels, who are now in their half-court set. Back over to White Cabbage. Alferio thought about a three for a second, no go, and then Giordano now has it. Roberts trying to post up against Walsh down low, give it up a few inches, and then a foul on the play. It'll go against the Bulldogs. Bermelin will be called on that foul. That'll be her first. Smacherko checks back in here for the Colonels. Roberts on that free throw. Makes it 24-13. The Colonels trail by 11. Under 6 minutes to go here in the first half. Outside shot, Jordan nails that three. Giordano will bring it down, 27-13. Desales. Kick it outside. And then a good job defensively by Shinkus down there. Colonels will inbound. Kelly is stripped underneath as Giordano tried to fit it into a tight hole and unable to kind of finish that, and the Bulldogs end up hitting it out of bounds. Here comes Wilkes now. Roberts with the basketball. Back over to Maddie Kelly. Maddie Kelly kicks it out. Back to Roberts. Roberts drives in. Unorthodox layup, and it's long, and then a battle underneath, and it'll be a jump ball. That'll be Desales basketball. 5:18 now on that clock. Colonel shooting horrid from the field. Just 14%. Desales is shooting 39%. Outside shot there is off the mark. Giordano now with the basketball up court. And great defense once again by the Bulldogs. They just have a lot of pep in their step. Just so quick. Bermelin to Walsh. Beautiful play for Desales. 29-13. 4:43 on the clock. Giordano now kicks it back to Kelly. Kelly from way downtown. And it's just way too far, and she hits the front of the rim. Moving the ball around, moving the ball in. Jordan, and we'll get a block that really didn't need to be a block on Kelly. Just kind of was in the way of Jordan, and it's just one of those silly fouls. Jordan really didn't deserve it, and Kelly didn't really mean to do it, but that's what you get. Jordan's free throw is good. Second free throw goes. Roberts now has the basketball, be guarded by Walsh. And now it's Smacherko. Back over to Giordano. Back over to Kelly. Kelly with the basketball. Moved over to Giordano. Literally just tries to throw it in there and see if somebody will go for the basketball. And nobody did. She gets pulled out, and coach will have a word with her. And now here comes Desales in their half-court set. So leading the charge now is number 10, Bermelin out of Honesdale. Long distance, Trito, and nails that one again. So Trito has 2 3-pointers. She has 6 points. Jordan leads the team with 11. And it's 34-13 right now. Desales trying to make this into a romper room. Roberts going to drive to the basket, but Walsh won't let her get close. Nonetheless, it will be a foul on her. Well, that's Shinkus they called it on, not on Walsh. So that'll be 2 fouls on her. Free throw up and in by Roberts. Alfano checks back into the ball game. Caruso, one of the starters, gets in. White, Cabbage now checks in as well for the Colonels. .336 on the clock. Here in the first half between these two, Colonels and the Bulldogs. Full timeout taken here by the Colonels. We'll take an audio timeout. We'll be back. I want to thank McCarthy Tire Service, Frank Sorokat State Farm, and our Carolyn Janelle for giving you Wilkes University Colonels basketball here on the John Mandola Show. We're back to live action here. It'll be Colonel basketball after the long timeout, and the Bulldogs just turned it over. So Alfano will get it to Castor. Back over to Alfano. White Cabbage. Colonel's trying to get on that scoreboard. They've lacked offense for many years, and this year they've been better. That's the key. It's just small improvement this year and build on it for next year. Alfano on the miss. And now we'll get Desales coming down. Again, you just see the difference in the speed with Desales. They're just so fast and go all out, and that's what Fred Richter demands. Tara Machako trying to get her team up to that speed. So 5 team fouls for Desales, 2 for Wilkes. And that second foul will go against, looks like number 3, Jordan. Jordan leading everybody in scoring. She's got 13 points tonight. Kelly has 6 for the Colonels. Giordano has 5. Colonels 3 of 24 shooting tonight. %13 from the field. That's not going to get the job done. Desales at 41%. Alfano now trying to guard Bermelin. Back outside, long distance. It's going to be short there. A shot by Rittenhouse. And now here comes White Cabbage. Almost a carry there. It didn't get called. Alfano gets it over to Castor. The Colonels have a lot of bodies outside. The outside thing ain't their thing tonight. And especially the inside thing hasn't been that good either. Shooting that low percentage rate, and they miss again. And a foul coming up by Smicherko. So this game's getting a little far out of the way here. It's 37-16, 1:55 to go here late in the first half. And on that free throw line will be number 11, Caruso. Gets it to go. So Isabel Caruso out of Gibbsboro, New Jersey. She is a sports and exercise physiology major. Castor tries to get the rebound. They call a little simpleton foul on Desales. It goes against Riley Rittenhouse. Castor on the free throw. That one goes. We got another substitution here for Desales. We'll get Emma Stanfield in. She is at a William Tennant High School. And just her freshman year. 1:51 on the clock. Desales moving the basketball around. Castor will guard against Walsh underneath. Walsh misses that one, rolled right off the rim. Maddie Kelly with the ball. 38-18. Colonels trail by 20. Castor at the top of the key. Alfano now with the basketball. Keeps her dribble, gets it over to Whitehouse. Colonels trying to keep the pace of Desales, but that's awfully tough. They kick it back out. Three-point attempt by Castor, and she hits it. So good ball movement there, and Ashley Castor able to answer that. It is 38-20. So they only call that a 2. 1:16 on the clock. Another foul on the Colonels. Coach Machaco not so happy. She'll send in Gabby Giordano. 5 team fouls for Desales, 4 for Wilkes. Free throw goes. We appreciate you joining us here as we thank McCarthy Tire Service. Locations at Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, Kingston, Hazleton, and Williamsport. Doing it for more than 90 years. Frank Sirocatch, State Farm. Any question you have, Frank Sirocatch can answer. And any of your insurance needs, great guy. Give Frank Sirocatch a call. And then our Carol and Janelle, located in the pizza capital of the world. Famous for their takeaway kitchen. Maddie Kelly with the basketball, half-court set. White Cabbage now. 9 seconds on the shot clock. White Cabbage pulls up. White Cabbage stops. Can't get it to go. Bermelin now with the basketball. 46 seconds left in the half. 20-point advantage. They throw up the 3. That doesn't make it. Shot by Stanfield. It'll be Colonel basketball. Long distance, Maddie Kelly can't connect. Coming back the other way, Stanfield. Quickness, Stanfield runner, Stanfield roller. Stanfield scores. 42-20 now, 17 seconds in the half. And Desales just almost picked off that pass. 15.1 seconds to go. 22-point advantage for Fred Richter's group here in the Dog Pound in Center Valley. Colonels down with the basketball. Their half-court offense. Macherko looking around. Gets it to Castor for another 3. Not going to make 2 in a row. Hits off the top of the backboard. 4 seconds on the clock. Desales don't think they're going to get a shot. They get one. Final one is going to be short. 42-20 the score. Colonels trail. We'll be back for the second half here on the John Mendola Show, the Wilkes University Radio Network, as we thank our friends, McCarthy Tire Service, Frank's Rocatch State Farm, and our carrier, Janelle, the pizza capital of the world. 42, Desales 20. Colonels will be back. Well, we're back for the second half here between Wilkes and Desales. 42-20, the halftime score, and the Bulldogs steal, and the Bulldogs miss the layup as Giordano now comes down with the half-court offense. So the men from Colonel Country went down today as we're at the dog pound, and Desales ended up putting it to them in the second half. Colonel's got into some foul trouble, had some injury stuff going on, and Desales was just darn good. Colonel's now inbounding right in front of me here at Desales in the dog pound. Giordano kicks it out to the corner. Three-point bucket by Gabby Smicherko. 42-23, that's a big bucket. Have to say the Bulldogs have been really, really quick. Walsh hits that ball, tips it out, and then they get a open young lady underneath, and that is Jordan. So Jordan able to add to her lead in points. She's got 14. Drive there by Castor. And then Roberts, and Roberts misses, and then a bottle up there from Castor, and we're going to get a jump ball. But it still will be Bulldog basketball. 8:42 on the clock, 44-23 is the score. Jordan coming up, and she gives it to Shinka. Shinka misses. They kick it back out. Bermelin out of Honesdale drives in, and then Walsh tries it, and then Walsh scores the bucket. So Walsh scoring some points here out of Scranton Prep. Kelly kicks out. Smicherko drives in. She travels, no call. Kelly on the shot, missed. Excuse me. And then coming the other way, trying to get it to fall. She misses, but Bermelin follows. So the miss by number 25, Shinkus, and Bermelin follows that up. 48-23 the score. Giordano tries to get it down to Castor. Castor misses. Castor gets the rebound. Castor shoots. Castor fouled. So Castor's going to be fouled by Walsh. So Ashley Castor now on that free throw line. Connects. .741 on the clock. We'll get a substitution here for the Colonels. Steph Kramer now into the ball game. 5'11" freshman out of Sullivan County. So good to see Steph here on the floor for the Colonels. Jordan for three. In and out. Rebound, Colonels. Kendra Smith back to Jordan. That'll be a foul on Kendra Smith. I think that'll be her third. Bulldogs half court, and Bulldogs score a three. So Shinkus scores it. Smicherko goes up, she gets stuffed, and they say she's out of bounds. A tough break there for the Colonels, trailing 51-25. Live high school basketball here at the Job and Dola Show as we thank our friends at McCarthy Tire Service. Locations in Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, Kingston, Hazleton, and Williamsport. Frank's Rocat State Farm. You give Frank a call anytime, 570-836-4000. And Arcaro and Janelle in the pizza capital of the world. Old Forge. Scab Giordano, no travel called there. Took an extra step, and Giordano stops and pops from about 8 feet away. 51-27. If you don't get anything out of this game, you do get, if you're Wilkes, you get the fact that this team for the Bulldogs likes to run, and it's fast-paced, and you keep going. Double dribble here by the Bulldogs. Colonel's trying to see if they can cut this lead closer to 20. As the Bulldogs have been pretty darn dominant. Walsh with the steal. Walsh will get a receiving pass, and Walsh will finish. So Walsh created the play, ran down court, and a couple of her guards able to pass between each other and get it all the way down court. Kendra Smith able to handle that pressure, throws it, and then it goes off a Bulldog, or does it go off a Colonel? And they're going to say it is off a Colonel. It'll be Bulldog basketball. More substitutions. Castor will come in. Smicherko, I think, is going to get her finger looked at here. Might have some blood, not sure. Jammed up there, I think, a bit, maybe a nail. 53-27 the score, 6:11 on the clock. Shot here by the Bulldogs is off the mark, and the Colonels will come down. Kelly is bodied up over there. She's going to get fouled by number 11, Caruso. Come the Colonels. Giordano now to Kendra Smith. Back over to Caruso. Back over to Giordano. Back over to the corner to Kelly. Castor posted up in there. And a shot from the outside, but Kramer hits a three. So Steph Kramer nails the three, the 5'11" young lady out of Dewshore. 53-30 is the score. 5:28 on the clock. Outside shot there is no go. So Caruso took that shot for Desales. Bermelin now has the basketball. She'll eye up a shot from the outside, doesn't make it. Rip of the rebound is Castor. Kelly falls down on the floor. She gets back up. Giordano now with the basketball. 23-point deficit here for the Colonels. Kelly doesn't make it. And they're going to call Kramer or Castor on a foul. We'll get Castor on a foul. It'll go the other way for the Bulldogs here at the Dog Pound, Center Valley. Coach Machaco talking to Maddie Kelly right now. Lefty, and it goes down for the Bulldogs. That's a gorgeous shot there by Rittenhouse. Kendra Smith now is going to drive in. Weaves through the defense, and Kendra Smith scores. So a nice play by Kendra Smith out of Hughesville. 55-32 is the score. We'll take an audio timeout and be right back here on the John Mandola Show. Back to live action here in quarter number 3, 55-32 Desales. Jordan with a quick move down below, and she gets it right to the rack from North Schuylkill right down here to the dog pound. So Avery Jordan is just a freshman. She's 5'10", got great size to her, and just gonna have a really, really nice career here at Desales. Wouldn't want to face her over the next 4 years. And that's something that Fred Richter's long with this team. Shot there by Giordano. She gets stuffed on the layup. And now Trito is into the ball game. She is very good from three-point land. She is from Staten Island. St. Joseph by the Sea is the school, and she can light it up from the outside. Has a couple of trays already tonight. So White Cabbage will come in. Kramer comes out. The Colonels are shooting 20%. Desales is shooting 41%. A big positive for the Colonels, shooting 92% from the free throw line. Well, some of those basics are good. Desales tries a three, doesn't make it. Casser comes up with a rebound. 57-32 is the score. 3:31 on the clock. Kelly, skip pass. White Cabbage. White Cabbage stops from the elbow, shoots it way off the mark. She hustles to try to get her own rebound, no go. I think she got her other hand involved in the shooting process there. Made one, but then the other hand kind of got the ball off, way off the mark there. So they'll get Bermelin, a senior guard, to control here for Desales. Malachi crunch there for Wilkes. It'll be a foul on them. I think it's going to go Kendra Smith, her fourth foul. So her and Giordano gave her the business, and she's got 4 fouls, but she's a hustler, and I think that's why she's seeing the floor right now for Coach Machaco. Another substitution here. Emma Stanfield is in. 5'8" freshman. You look for a Division III school, and the size of these girls, it really is unreal. 5'10", 5'11", 5'10", 5'10", 5'8", 5'10", 5'8", 5'11", 6'1", 6'2", 6'4". They got some really, really tallies on this roster, and Fred Richter's been at it a long time. But I think Desales sells itself. You get on campus here, and you're like, it's a pretty darn good place. The Colonels, they're going to keep battling. Maddie Kelly gets stuffed by one of the tallies. So she gets stuffed over there by Stanfield, that freshman. (59-32), 2:34 on the clock. And they'll move the ball around here. The Bulldogs try to milk that clock the best they could. 7 seconds on it, and a hard foul down below. Castor on the foul. That'll send number 35, Bridget Walsh. I'm sorry, number 25, that is. Samantha Shinkus out of North Schuylkill. So 4 fouls for Castor. And a new body in here for the Colonels. So number 11 comes in, Jordan Harrison out of Hunlock Creek via Northwest. Jen Abraham out of Hummelstown, Pennsylvania, comes into the lineup here for Desales. 2:22 on the clock, 60-32 is the score. And Wilkes will line it up here. And up and off the mark, and no go there. So the Bulldogs pull this out. 1:53 on the clock. And then the ball is kept alive. And now Maddie Kelly coming down court. Kelly kicks it over to the corner. Shot here goes. So LaSalle Alfano makes it 60-35, 25-point deficit at this point. Foul on the floor. Smacherko is out. Or Smacherko is in. Giordano is out, that is. Now here comes the Colonels, trailing 61-35, 1:21 on the clock. And the Bulldogs force another turnover. So the Bulldogs doing great things with their defense. They just hustle so much. Shinkas now underneath, and Shinkas goes up and in. 1 minute to play here in quarter number 3. Wilkes, it's a foul on the floor against the Bulldogs. So Abraham will get the foul call. The Colonels have 2 girls with 4 fouls, Kendra Smith, Ashley Castor. Colonels don't have any young ladies in double figures right now. And in the meantime, there's 2 for Desales. Short shot, it goes by Vanessa White Cabbage. 48 seconds on the clock, 63-37. Caruso over there by Richter, listening to the call with 41 seconds on the clock. Backdoor pass, back out to Caruso, 33 seconds now on the clock. So 26-point advantage here for Desales late in the third quarter. Kick it to the corner, pound it inside. Big time move, doesn't go. Nice try by Jansko. 15 seconds now on the clock. White Cabbage with the basketball. And trying to get it in there, Alyssa Alfano. 5'2" going up against 5'11", as Molly 6'1" make that. Molly Jansko was the first one to hit that out. Kelly moves to the corner, no go. Walk by Wilkes. 3.5 seconds on the clock here. Desales will hustle down and get a shot off and a little high. So 63-37 is the score here at the end of 3 quarters. I want to thank McCarthy Tire Service, Frank Sorokat State Farm, and our Carolyn Jadell. Back to live action here in the fourth quarter. And Roberts gets that one and one. She'll head over to the free throw line. Roberts' free throw is good. So a nice job by Gianna Roberts, able to connect there. The Colonels trail by 25 to Desales here in the fourth quarter. Desales shooting 40%. And now we'll add to that as guess who scores? Trito. She is just a freshman. Has a great outside shot. Boy, Desales is going to be a tough out this year. We'll see what FDU Florham has, but Desales looks awfully strong right now with what they have on the court. There's a lot of hustle, a lot of depth, veteran coaching. Well, they'll bring in number 44, Jillian Martin. She is a 6'4" sophomore out of Quakertown. You can't coach size, that's for sure. Martin into the lineup. Bart just throws that ball like it's nothing. Tries to get it into her teammate Caruso. She is fouled on the play. Kendra Smith just a little too much energy, and that is her fifth foul. She's out. So looking up and down the bench, and finally Coach Machaco will send in number 12, Kayla Othario, with 6. The 8-40 is the score. Lefty shot there, and that one goes Rittenhouse. 30-point advantage now here for Desales over the Colonels in quarter number 4. Outside shot, got to be short. Roberts puts it up and in. So Roberts gets the rebound, able to connect. Now a 28-point deficit here for the Colonels. I want to thank our friends at McCarthy Tire Service for sponsoring the Wilkes University Athletic sports programs all season long. Of course, Wilkes is trying to get used to Coach Machaco's style, and the women's team has seen some improvement this year. Looking for blood here, as I think they found some on Roberts. She's going to have to come out, and they'll send in Kramer now. So Steph Kramer gets into the ball game, and Desales will inbound this basketball. We'll have more Colonel basketball this weekend, and then, of course, some ice hockey this weekend as well. So plenty of other stuff coming our way and your way for the Colonels. Moving it along. Caruso. 72-42, 30-point advantage here for Desales. Martin in there, the big tallie at 6'4". Not many times you'll find a 6'4" young lady on the Division III level, but Desales has one. A nice shot there for Alyssa Alfano. Makes it 72-45. Roberts will check back in here in the fourth quarter, as Desales just keeps moving that ball around. Another try there by Trito. Sierra Smith up. Sierra Smith misses the layup. Sierra Smith on the foul. So trying to chase these jackrabbits of Desales. The young ladies are very, very quick here. And Wilkes kind of got behind them, unable to complete that. So we got another body into the lineup. It'll be Melissa Schoen out of Newton, New Jersey. Now they'll move it inside. And a miss there. And now we'll go the other way. Kramer comes up with it to Alfano. 4:42 on the clock. They get it over to the corner, still moving around. Sierra Smith looking for Alfano. Alfano keeps it alive. 17 on the shot clock. Smith kind of keeps her dribble, gets it back to Roberts. Alfano tries to go back door amongst the trees and unable to connect. So moving the ball around here. Shane now has it. And they'll get it still going around the horn to Stanfield and no go. So it hits off a Colonel. It will remain Desales basketball. They do inbound the basketball at this point. And Desales still in their half-court set. Pass it to the tall underneath, and Martin scores! And everybody thrilled for Martin getting some points coming off that bench again at 6'4". Just a presence underneath, Roberts underneath, and Roberts gets fouled. Martin gets called on that one as Roberts will head over to the free throw line. (74-45) is the score. As we get a little bit later here into quarter number 4 between Wilkes and Desales. Roberts free throw connection. 74-46 is the score. Alfano guarding over there. Nice dribbling. Over on the other end. And that is Stanfield. The dribbling skill set she's got. Shot there, no good by Shane. Wilkes switches the basketball. Alferio for 3 off the rim. And Trito comes up with that rebound. Back over to Stanfield, who's controlling the basketball. Colonel still with it. Now back over to the Bulldogs. And the Bulldogs come down and they line up a 3 by Stanfield. So quickness on the part of the Bulldogs all night long, 77-46, 2 minutes and 40 seconds. This fourth quarter has flown by. Roberts tries to layup, no go. Foul's going to be called the other way on Kramer. .234 now on the clock. As Desales comes down in a half-court set. Try to get it up and in, and they do. So Rittenhouse takes that to the rack, and that works pretty good here for Desales as they just have had an offensive output that has just been outstanding. Now they come back down the other way try to get things working again offensively. Rittenhouse with the basketball over to Trito. Inside, and they get another connection. And this time it's another new player, Jen Abraham out of Lower Dauphin. She scores 81-46 is the score. 1:43 on the clock. Roberts trying to see what she could do. She is guarded closely over there. Roberts even fixes her hair during the play, as she felt like the defense got a little too close to her. So Abraham called on that foul. Roberts will get number 11 in and number 4 in for the Colonels. So Harrison back in, White Cabbage back in. 81-46 is the score. Colonel's still hustling. That's a credit to them and their coach Machaco. I mean, they're not giving up. They're down a ton, but there's still a lot of hustle. It's just that Desales is at a different level. There's no doubt about it. If you're here, you just see the effort out of the Bulldogs, and the Bulldogs are still hustling up the score they are with 1:19 to go. So it is 81-46. The Colonels trail by a ton here. Make it 35 points. 1:05 on the clock, and Trito tries a three and didn't make that one. She's made a couple tonight. So a minute left here in this ball game between these two. 52 seconds on the scoreboard. That shot goes up and in. So Abraham scores on that one, 83-46. Harrison now with the basketball. Back over. And Sierra Smith tries to drive in, unable to connect on that. 31 seconds on the clock, 24 on the shot clock. So Fred Richter's group will get one more shot, and that'll seal the deal here tonight from Center Valley. Trito for three, nails that one. So Trito, the freshman, boy, Desales has it lined up going forward. 86-46, a 40-point thumping right now for Desales over the Wilkes University Colonels. And that will do it. Well, Roberts throws the last one up. That's the final score. 86-46 Desales over Wilkes. We appreciate you joining us here on the John Mendola Shows. We thank McCarthy Tire Service, Frank Sorokat, State Farm, and, of course, our good friends at our Carol and Janelle. Have a good night, everybody.